This episode of Clear Shots is presented by the Impulse Podcast Network. Check out impulsepodcasts.com for more info.
Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast with Seth Skinner and Jake Jones.
Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast. My name is Seth Captain Skinner. And
my name is Jake Innie with an Audi Jones.
Damn, my name's Baby Dick Dom.
Baby Dick Dom.
Dude, you know what's wild is I literally just got out of the shower like a half hour
And you're
ago,
already raunchy.
and I already have lint in my belly button.
Right.
Are you gonna have some of the nicotine?
I'm
pouch?
scared of it. I'm
Some
kind of
snuffs?
scared.
It's gonna knock you on your ass, boy.
Is it?
I don't know, maybe, probably not.
How intense are they?
4 milligrams.
Oh, that ain't shit, bro. Well, maybe it is. Is it like time to release? Or does it all just hit you once and you pass
Just
out?
one shot. I'm telling you, boof it.
I'm scared, man. I'm scared.
It's fucking delicious, dude. It's dangerous.
Is it?
Yeah.
Which side?
I
do you
mean,
do?
it's nicotine, so
Do you do left side or right side?
the middle. I cover all of it.
yeah.
The horseshoe. The old horseshoe, bro.
Dude, the other night,
Red man. Red man's
man.
the only shit I dip.
I had like a couple friends that dipped, and I like never understood it. I was because I was always like, I was always scared to death to swallow some of it, like on
and I get
accident.
Dude,
viciously sick.
it makes you shit your brains out if you
But
swallow.
They were
dude.
always like,
I-
don't swallow it. So it just makes me like subconsciously be like,
I need to swallow
trying
it.
not- yeah.
It tastes so good.
yeah.
I always swallowed it anyway.
I remember the first time I did dip. Obviously, it was the Grizz Wintergreen.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Long
you
cut
gotta
style,
have the Grizz.
And I put in a pinch, and I fucking felt so lightheaded, I almost like fell over walking home. And
Yeah, dude.
In
This
high
shit's
school,
no
I was
joke.
just like, yeah, I don't really like it.
Well, I can't swallow this because it's in a pouch. So
Nah, you can swallow.
I mean, I guess you could swallow the pouch.
Yeah, the pouch dissolves. When the pouch dissolves, that's when you swallow it.
It dissolves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's odd.
it's I don't.
It's like biodegradable or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it
Citrus.
just fucks your insides up. It's all cool.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's
I
all
don't even
fiberglass.
taste anything.
That's all you were going to say.
It's got fiberglass in it.
It's all
You're safe.
fiberglass, dude.
I don't taste anything at all.
Just know that your insides are now.
You got to moisten
insulated.
it. You got to moisten the packet.
Yeah, spit on it.
Yeah.
Spank it
Piss
and
on
shit.
me, beat me.
try it out.
Try it out.
Want to try it out? Try it out.
So a few weeks ago, actually not even a few weeks ago, a few months ago. I
Oh wait,
mentioned-
off the top, I want to mention we're gonna have the interview with Rap God King.
Oh yeah. Seth
the middle.
interviewed the one and only Rap God King from New Zealand.
Yeah, I'm the fucking interview is gonna be up by the time this goes up anyway, but I'm gonna put it in the episode too for people who just listen to the audio.
Yeah.
But it'll be on the YouTube channel. He's a nice guy.
He's a
friendly
pretty cool guy.
I like him honestly. I think
He's really
he
friendly.
He was actually like really down to earth and like pretty talkative and shit.
Just likes rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Zealand, it's a weird spot. Like, it's not that big of a spot, but it's like way out. It's just an island.
It's not on most maps.
It's not on most maps. That's right.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
That is kind of weird.
I would
It's
have
in
no
a-
idea.
It's
Not
like down, like,
Under.
yeah, under Australia.
true.
Down under Australia.
He's from New Zealand, and he is a really nice guy. And it makes me feel bad for laughing at him.
Well, he was talked about it. Like, he basically just, I mean, he gets a ton of that shit probably. I would
Probably
imagine.
like it's. This is what I said when we got out of the car.
Bad
We were listening.
Publicity is good.
It's all
Publicity.
publicity,
Exactly.
yeah.
We were listening to it on the way here, and I was laughing quite hard. His lyrics are really good. It's just he really, really, really needs to get a flow. Like, not work on his flow. He needs to get a flow.
Yeah, it's a
And
matter
once
of,
that's in, he's really not
Just
that
got
bad.
to smoke more
Yeah.
marijuana.
Yeah.
well,
I
I
smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, all I know is he's on the right track. You know, it's weird because like I said on like in the interview, I never saw people doing rap on TikTok until like a couple months ago or
So
whatever.
rap god.
Yeah, he was the groundbreaker. You know what I mean? He broke into the.
TikTok
I mean, he was.
rat game.
Yeah, he truly changed the game. You know, in a lot of ways. But yeah, it was cool. I like talking to him. They're like 18 hours behind us, time zone wise.
Yo,
He's
what's
like-
up, New Zealand?
Yeah, he's like wiping the boogers out of his eyes. Just getting, you know?
So
So yeah, go for your thing. I'm gonna also hit this nicotine, right?
that's dangerous.
Do it.
But do it. I dare you.
I'm gonna be like,
Um,
I haven't even felt anything yet. Am I
won't.
supposed to be high?
Oh,
you're supposed to be tripping balls, dude.
snus. It's been around since like 2006 or 2010 maybe.
Yeah. I
2000
like it.
late.
I like it more than regular dip.
Can I
Because
drink
you can
this?
swallow
with
it.
Yeah.
They should put these in pouches. They
Yeah.
should put
Moonshine in pouches.
Disgusting, but yeah, it'll work.
No, a few months ago I mentioned that I had a revelation about like something that proves that I'm racist. Amongst
This
other
is why I
things.
was worried. This is what I was worried about.
But I realized I talked to some coworkers about it, and we realized it's not a racist opinion. I'm very prejudiced in stereotyping a certain amount of people. But I was telling them, like, is it bad that if I was admitted to the hospital, I would rather have a doctor that's foreign than a doctor that's from America? Do you guys feel that way?
I mean, the foreign doctors, they have to, like, they get their doctorate in whichever country they're coming from, but they
Zealand.
also have to get their doctorate in the U.S.
Exactly. So, like,
Yeah,
they're
you-
pretty much already better than everybody else, right?
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
one up. You got the leg up on
Fuck,
the
Like,
competition.
fuck the white doctors. Anyways.
For real. Fuck
Yeah,
white
if
doctors.
They're, like, stuck up. They fucking take too long.
yeah.
Yeah, they do
Fuck
take too
'em.
long for sure.
Like,
I feel like they
What the fuck are they doing? you
I
know?
want a
Fucking-
doctor from, like, Nigeria.
drinking fucking milk and fucking having a peanut butter and jelly and complaining that it's too spicy.
Yeah, dude. I want
There's
to
not
like
enough mayonnaise.
I want to like be sitting in my doctor's office and just like a doctor comes in. It's just like this really nice black guy, and he's just
Nice
like-
black guy.
he's just like, oh, hello, my friend, or whatever he
Yeah.
speaks. He doesn't talk like that.
That's not. Hello, my friend.
But he just tells you what your problem is, and he's like, "This is how we take care of it." Not, yo, we need you to come back for like fucking 9 more visits.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just like, hello, my friend.
White people
What?
know how
That's
to.
not a black guy.
No, African guy. How,
Oh, okay, African. I thought you were talking about black guy. Like, yo, what up? You know, like, how
Yeah.
you doing?
He's like, hey, yo, what up, player, what up,
This
thug?
show's
Yeah,
turned
yeah, yeah.
really-
I want Shauna to be my doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
What up, player? What up, thug? Turn your head and call.
up, it's Shauna?
Keeping it real. Error. Like she's like giving me a prostate exam, and every time her fingers get further in my ass, she's like, error.
That's a lot of coming.
Oh, that's a lot of loads, bro. Dude, I'll be slinging ropes.
So
you
you
mi-
searching for a black guy? Is that what you're saying?
No. I would just prefer one.
Craigslist black men doctors.
Doctor role play. Like I'd rather have a black guy pretending to be a doctor than a white person that is a doctor. Because
No.
they
You know what I
You
mean?
they're
looking
probably
to-
way
are-
cheaper.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
are you looking for anyone to play a doctor? Because I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that'll take your organs that'll play doctor.
People
No,
will
I'm not
definitely
talking about
take your
Chinese
organs.
people.
If you're not careful, you're gonna lose organs. It's that simple.
Unless they're ones that you don't want.
Right.
True, vestigial organs, like an appendix.
Yeah, yeah. Such a weird
You
thing.
missed our fucking golden episode. I think it's one of the funniest ones we did. The last episode that was just you and I, 103. We shared some funny sex stuff, so we wanted to
What
circle
did we
back.
I don't even remember. What
I talked about that crazy chick.
Oh, we talked about fleshlights.
We talked about sex stuff and bondage and
true.
all that.
I'm all
I
about
want to
that
tell. I want to tell
nasty
Dom who
shit.
the crazy chick is because he'll know exactly who I'm talking about as soon as I say the name. But I don't want to say it on air.
Well, that's tough.
So everybody shut your mic.
We're going black.
We're going dark, I guess. You're gonna have to. Wait, I don't even know how to. Okay. There, now he knows who.
So like, we didn't have sex, but I was telling,
Someone who can read lips is
Please,
gonna see that.
please, God, tell me you went raw.
I was telling Seth. Well, her mom thought I got her pregnant, and I did. But I was telling Seth about the first time I hung out with her. She picked me up from work, and we were driving down 41.
Does she have nice hogs?
They're pretty nice, yeah.
Okay.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
She goes, do you want a drink? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And she goes, oh, well, there's a bottle of Sailor Jerry's under the passenger seat.
Sketchy.
And then she goes, but there's also Sailor Jerry's and Coke in this bottle in the cup holder. And I took a swig out of the bottle, like the actual bottle of rum, and I put it back under the seat. She goes, oh no, give me that. I need some. And we're going down 481. And I'm like, all right. And I gave her some rum. But the best part, and this is where I'll leave it at because I told this story already. The best part is we get to her place.
She's like, raw me.
No, she
nonstop.
I go to grab the bottle from under the seat and I'm walking to the house and she goes, what are you doing? I go, I was just bringing this in the house. She goes, oh no, that's for the car. I already have some at my house.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so like, you have any crazy stories? What's your I know you've never had sex.
Never had sex ever.
I know you've never. I mean, Sebastian was like a gift. Yeah.
Immaculate conception, you know.
Yeah.
I'm finally starting to get the taste of this thing.
I've got a few.
What's your funniest encounter?
So I have a Halloween like a pig mask, and I
am Pigman.
fucked a girl while wearing that.
Did she ask for that, or did you just?
I was just like, "Can I do this?" I think it'd be funny.
Yeah. At least you asked, though. You know, it'd be
Yeah,
weird if you just like.
You're like,
and it's
wait,
funny because like I like drew on it and shit, and like put like an inverted cross
and a
like,
swastika.
a bunch of shit. No,
You're just like oink oink.
I was like, "How do you like it?"
Yeah.
But I mean, I've done
welcome to
other weird
Flavor
shit.
Town.
I don't know, man. I feel like girls that when you know a girl wants to have sex with you and like they talk to you, they're like extremely open about like everything. Like I can't tell you how many times like
then you can know
girls
you
they're like you're really good looking, let's hang out, like I want to fuck you or something. They'll like, they tell me they want to have sex. I'm like, yo, that's cool. And then they're like, well, here's all my problems and here, like my past relationships. And I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like you told me you wanted to have sex. You didn't tell me you wanted to fucking get to be your therapist.
Yeah. I was put on this earth for one thing: plowing.
It's fucking slanging the hammer, baby. Putting the hammer.
You gotta get the monster condoms for your Magnum dog.
Nah, it's really small. I tell girls that too, and they're
It's more like a ball peen.
Well,
hammer.
you could get one of those.
The children's hammer.
Yeah.
They have
little
extensions.
tykes.
The 2-ounce hammer.
They have the extensions you can put your dick in, and then it makes your dick.
What am I doing? Fucking up.
Wait, like the
sleeve? But girls.
It looks like a dick, and you just put your dick in the dick.
Also, girls that
That's
like
gross.
I either want to sleep with. If like we're talking like it's already like a known fact, like we both are into each other, I'll send them like links to like Bad Dragon dildos, and I'm just like, yo, what's up with that?
You send them the ones like the dog dildo.
Just weird alien dicks and shit.
Yeah, just get a
Where it's
read
like,
on them.
It's like
on them.
fucking like
Get a sit rep.
8 inches around, and then it splits into like 2 things.
Yeah, it's got thumbtacks in it.
Yeah, it looks like antlers.
I'm just like, what about this?
Yeah, you don't want that though. They got weird looking ones. Dude, there's dog toys at work that look like they're just meant to be double-sided dildos.
But
maybe they just sell them as dog toys so you don't feel as bad.
Yeah, it's like
about
when
it.
people used to smoke shaman. They was sold as incense.
Yeah, and they would just
yeah,
smoke
it
it.
makes sense. What is it? I saw someone posted on Facebook a meme about like having sex with single moms, and like after
That's
it was
the
like
best,
a picture of a guy where he was like naked reaching into a fucking fridge.
Yeah, it was like
and
when
it was like Capri Suns or some shit. Honestly, it's not Capri Suns. I know it's fucking Juicy Juice.
I was just gonna say, you talked to me about
Like 100%, I'm grabbing Juicy Juice because you know after I'm fucking putting it on, my blood sugar's low, and she better have fucking juice in the house.
I feel like the replenishment is there, you know? It's like a refreshing beverage.
It's so I'm always
I like to drink milk after fucking.
girls like get me fucking feeding me alcohol. I don't know what it is. It's like I can have sex without without alcohol. Like, I can last just as long without alcohol, but girls love to fucking get me hammered. So I'll drink, have sex, my blood sugar either goes low or I'm like thirsty. I'll take a drink of my mixed drink. I'll like keep it on the side, take a drink of my mixed drink, and then I'll go make some juice. I'll fucking some apple juice or some juicy juice and bring that in the room too. And
Wash it down.
yeah.
Cover
Drink
her in
some
it. Lick
Spit
it off
on
her. Yeah, spit on her, piss on her, beat her, try it out.
Triple H just like
Yeah.
all over her, mister.
That's the game, dude. That's the real game.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah, any
powerful.
ladies listen to this if you want if you want to
Yeah,
fucking
Yeah, if you're getting
see some baby dick.
if you're getting
Hit me up.
wet around the area where your pussy is, then hit our boy up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Black
hit me up.
guys who like to fuck and fuck good.
Oh my god. Would you ever fuck a black guy?
Did I ever? Would I?
Would you?
Yo,
Like if
I
it was there.
contemplating on like putting myself out there to get fucked by a guy because I feel like
Yeah.
they pay a lot.
Yeah. Do you think?
I would
Like,
I'd sell my asshole for.
yeah, but do you
for
think
enough-
like if you
They pay a lot.
did it, like
Like men pay a lot.
Yeah, men pay a
will,
lot
though.
for fucking hookers.
yeah,
do.
Why not gay men?
yeah. But do you think like if you were in the situation,
I'd probably cry.
and you, but like if you try it out, would you be like? Do you
This
think
is
you'd be
what I
like,
want.
oh, like I kind of see what, I kind of see what all the hype is about. You know what I mean? Would you like?
Would I?
Well, you put stuff
change?
in
Would
your
I-
butt before, right?
I've had. I think I've had a girl's finger near
That's
my
it?
ass. Maybe.
Yeah, near it,
I would.
in or around it.
Around it.
Um,
Circling the drain.
I had a friend. I had a friend who sent me a snap of a girl
Yeah,
licking his asshole. That was funny.
that is funny.
Is it somebody? Are they both people that we know?
Definitely Seth knows.
Oh yeah, I don't wanna know that. That's
I'm not
bad.
Gonna,
I don't
I'm
want
not
to
gonna
know
share any names.
That's
so.
fine. We were only gonna make fun of him for a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
tough.
it was cool.
It's
It
tough.
was, it
Seth
was,
doesn't like that
I was
stuff.
in like a really shitty it was a time in my life where like I was just like really depressed, and when I saw that shit, I was actually working and like delivering beer, and this lady was checking my beer in, and I literally started fucking crying, laughing so hard, and she thought like something was like serious was going on, but little did she know it was just like serious ass eating.
Yeah.
I guess it was something serious though.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's
She's like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "Yo, I'm fine."
it's part of it's part
the
of the
circle
world,
of
man.
life,
Yeah,
dude.
it's just
I
how
let
it
a girl
works.
munch my butt, I guess. If she if like that was
If like they're
something she
really
needed,
trying to do it,
if like
they
she was
have
just
to.
like going down on me already, and she was like either just went and did it
yeah,
or asked me, I'd be like, I mean, if you want, go for it. I mean, it's clean.
I mean, it's whatever, dude. Like if you gotta do
Dove
it,
Men body wash, baby.
That's the move.
right? Yeah.
So
there's
did you
a
see the-
big difference between receiving and giving
Both.
anything anal
Both.
related.
I go down on girls' assholes. They like it. Girls talk about not liking ass play, but they love their ass being played with.
They do.
They really do. Nasty ass bitches.
Yeah.
I love you.
Women are motherfucking hating cunts.
So,
How
Women
is
are
it?
so stupid?
How is it that guys with half my money, half my car, half my dick
Yeah.
get all the women?
That's the caveman looking guy, right?
That's
fucking-
Hard Rock Nick, dude.
Women are fucking stupid.
Women are fucking stupid.
I don't know.
I made $6 million this month. This is a custom polo.
Yeah,
We'll show him to you. He's a cool guy. He's probably the coolest
he's
guy.
a cool guy. Yeah.
I don't know if you heard the news though.
About
Kobe Bryant is dead.
Colby.
Colby.
Damn.
No, actually, they're changing. Apparently, they're going to be changing the NFL playoff structure this season.
I did. I saw something about that on the news while
Yeah,
I
they're
had
just
to
like,
fucking
all right,
sit and wait
let's-
at a bar.
Let's
Adding
throw
a team to
another
the playoffs and then extending the regular season.
Yeah.
And then also taking away a first round bye. So now only the number one team in each conference gets a bye week in the playoffs.
There's gonna be like 4 teams that are like 7 and 8.
It's
getting
gonna-
into
it's-
the fucking
well,
playoffs.
It's going to be that, but it could also be like 3 teams that are 12-4 that it goes to like most points scored as the tiebreaker, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
I don't
But
know.
we'll
The
see how it
Bears. The
goes.
Bears will never make the fucking.
They might make it now.
The
They might
Super
just
Bowl.
get in just on the fact that there's
Yeah,
another
but they'll
team.
never make the Super Bowl. I was listening to. It was Part of My Take, and those guys were talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's just like there's teams that they want to be in the Super Bowl. They want to, but the owners just would really. You can tell that they care more about selling tickets
Yes.
and getting people to come in and
Like the
buying the
Bengals.
merchandise and shit
Like the Angels.
instead of actually getting there and winning. They just care more about, oh, well, we're still selling tickets and selling
Yeah.
the shit.
That's how I felt about the Angels until they started making some moves this year.
when
which
they
was
picked
good.
up Madden.
Yeah. And then it's like they were going after Jock Peterson and they got Anthony Rendon. It's like they making moves. So like they want to try and do stuff. It's always weird like when you're a fan of a franchise that's like just stagnant and you can't like they don't go into free agency, they don't try and make trades and stuff like that because you can tell that they don't
Yep.
really care that much. They're not interested
'Cause,
in putting
yeah,
the
they're
money out
not-
there.
Going out looking at like free agent players that are worth.
Yeah.
They're not putting any
You
bids.
need to
or
put
even,
your fucking chips on the table.
yeah. You need to like go after, at least try to go after people.
Yeah, especially if you're a team that's like doesn't have a fan base and you're fucking bad, like like fucking Jacksonville or some shit. Like
Or fucking like
Cincinnati.
or like Washington.
Washington is, dude, they're dead.
yeah,
in the
Washington
water.
is such a wild team. They're just
It's-
always nowhere.
They're
They're
and
always
what's
nowhere.
crazy to me is that they're
Or the
still,
Lions.
The Lions have always
Have great players.
Well, they had like a year where they were good. It was like
yeah, it
3
was like
years ago or
yeah,
something.
that was like 3 years ago. But then they still, I think, they still ended in third
yeah, technically.
because it was like I think it was like Jay Cutler's last year
Mm-hmm.
that he played a full season, and it was like the end of the season. I think he ended up being injured, and they only fucking. I think they won like 2 or 3 more games than Chicago.
The division is always Green Bay and Chicago or Green Bay and Minnesota.
Yep,
And the Detroit's just never there for some reason.
never.
It's a hard division to win in though. That's the problem.
It is because they're good teams, but
Yeah.
Detroit, I don't know. It's like they
do win some games,
win hard.
though.
Yeah, they win hard games. They can't ever beat anyone in their division.
It's because they gotta play us twice every year.
Yeah, they don't.
Well, that's why football's the
The
best,
only
because
team that they
divisions
come
matter.
close to ever beating is Minnesota, I think. Same with Minnesota though, and
Minnesota's like a weird threshold team. Like they have
play
really good
well
years
outside,
and then they don't go anywhere.
and they can play like. I don't even know if they beat the Bears this season at all.
No, I think the Bears actually swept them.
Both times, and then Green Bay also. No, one game
Green Bay split, and then
yeah, Minnesota beat them once, right?
yeah.
You guys, who'd you guys? No, it was Detroit and someone that tied the first game of the season.
Oh, it
Was
was
Minnesota.
yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, it was Minnesota. Yeah, that was a tie. I don't understand that shit. We should never have ties.
No,
Just give us the XFL overtime rules.
right. Except talking about XFL, what are your guys' teams?
I'm liking watching Houston because they're a lot of fun to watch. That
watched-
quarterback is wicked fun to watch.
I
He's
watched
fast.
them destroy New York Guardians.
The Guardians, yeah, they're rough.
He like threw so many picks and
Matt
just
McGloin.
like all fucking over the place.
Do you remember Matt McGloin? He was
Yeah, he
a
played for the
backup
Raiders.
quarterback. Yeah, and then,
he played for Michigan State or Penn State, something State. I haven't watched any XFL. I've been slacking.
It's pretty cool.
Dallas
I like
Renegades fan.
I'm a Renegades fan just because of Cardale Jones.
it. Yeah, I'm mostly because I've watched the 2 Houston games, and I
They
think the
did
quarterbacks.
really well.
Yeah, they did do really well. Their defense is pretty good, and then their offense is just like really high powered because they got a mobile quarterback. That kid is like, I'm surprised that kid didn't get. He played for like the Colts practice squad for a couple of years, and didn't
But
really
that's
go
the thing
anywhere.
is when like Colts had Luck, had whoever as like a backup.
Brissett.
It's not.
They also
like,
had Hasselbeck. Hasselbeck was their backup for a while, and he was fucking still good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. Is like you have
That's a fucking
players
throwback.
that like you have.
What's his name?
You,
J.P. Walker or something like that. J.P. Walker,
JT.
something like that. But he's really good, man. I like those
yeah.
mobile. He's one of those mobile quarterbacks that could play in the league. It feels like he could play in the league now.
probably
but
could
then
play
you wonder.
for the Chicago Bears, but
But you wonder though, he's playing against an XFL defense. So, I hope he gets a shot. That'd be cool.
But yeah, I see what you were saying. He probably never got a chance because, like,
He's
even
behind 2 guys.
their third string was probably better than him at the time because they had fucking
or not even
Clipboard
better. It's
Jesus.
just like there's, it's like
Or they-
some sort of competition, but it's not too much. They're just like, all right, we have 3 quarterbacks that are like pretty set in stone. We bring
like,
in
how
another
much
guy,
competition
kind of
is there?
to teach him.
Yeah, like in the regular season, how much competition is there?
When you have Andrew Luck and then Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, between like that your starting quarterback's going to be your starting quarterback unless they completely fuck up. But like
Didn't
I would
the
say
Bears.
I would say like
That's what I'm
between
saying.
your second and third quarterback though, like how much competition is there throughout the year to be the number 2 guy? Like I don't know. Does that it never really changes like throughout the
It
season.
happened to Dallas a
like
couple years ago.
Green Bay I think would be a like everyone gets worried when Aaron Rodgers gets injured.
Yeah.
A solid quarterback for you guys would be like a Teddy Bridgewater.
Actually, yeah. You just need a game
Look at
manager.
pretty similar defense and offense as the Saints. You have someone that can fucking run the ball like a monster.
You have a top 3 receiver with Adams.
And then no other receivers. It's just that you want your backup quarterback to be the same general prototype, like style. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. But yeah, that happened. The Cowboys had a quarterback. They had, after they got rid of Romo, or after Romo retired, they had Dak, and then this guy named Dustin Vaughn, who had been on the team for like 3 years. And then he gets completely outplayed by Cooper Rush, and now Cooper Rush is the solid number 2. But now this past
Yeah, but
year,
Cooper Rush is a pretty awesome athlete name, you know?
Yeah.
he got outplayed. I don't know who their other backup is, but they just got another backup that...
Or like teams are pretty set on their quarterbacks for long term. When they go in to pick who they want, they're like, oh well, this is gonna set us up long term. That's why I think Chicago is just a really bad.
Chicago should get Bridgewater.
I mean, the general idea is have your starting quarterback and then have the guy behind him be the guy that you're grooming for when that
Yeah.
guy leaves.
Yeah,
So you want to like get a young kid that you just got out of college.
that is good or shows.
And the longer,
promise.
the problem is the longer you have your same backup quarterback, he's aging with your quarterback
Yep.
too. So that's why if you can get a good rookie quarterback, you're fucking set. Like a team like Kansas City or Baltimore, they're in such a good spot because they're set up for years of
Years.
actual success.
Yeah.
Because Lamar Jackson, I mean, that guy, I don't see him declining. I think he's only going to get better, I think.
Yep.
And Pat Mahomes, obviously, I don't think he gets any worse.
No.
He's fucking ridiculous.
We would hope not, but the NFL is such a fickle
And you
league.
never know, right?
Fuck is his damn name? Tampa Bay's quarterback got
Winston?
laser eye surgery.
Yeah, dude.
So if he fucking puts
You know-
he put up record numbers.
He's the first quarterback to ever throw 30 touchdowns and 30 picks in a season. If that's not like,
And what was it? 5,000 yards?
yeah.
It's because his eyes
5,000
are
yards.
bionicles. Do you remember those fucking things?
yeah.
Bionicles.
His eyesight apparently was just like he was legally blind.
Yeah.
And still playing football, which is hilarious.
So if he fucking dominates this coming season,
What if he plays worse?
Yeah.
then
Because his whole life he's been
just
playing
throws
blind.
even the same amount of picks.
Yeah, he's like used to a certain
But
amount
like
of
if
depth
he does
perception.
really well, like
Tampa Bay is always my dark horse team, dude.
but like he did it at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Like end of the season, did really well, did really shitty, like straight cut through the middle. And he's like, "Oh, I got laser eye surgery." Now Tampa's like, "We gotta fucking, we gotta,
Ladies and gentlemen,
we gotta pay.
we got him.
We got him.
I think Bridgewater is one of the few. He's like an Alex Smith kind of guy where he would be a solid fit anywhere that needed a quarterback. But you know who I'm really excited to see? Phillip Rivers. He got released by the Chargers. He can go wherever he wants. And I could see
Yeah.
him
Drew Brees is coming back, right? He said something
going
about Brees.
to the one and only.
Saints.
I was either going to say Chicago or Indianapolis.
I don't know. I heard Chicago, like
Chicago's
from what I
like
saw,
dead
is
set
like
on
looking.
Shrubs, dude. Aren't they?
That could be interesting.
sad.
I can see. I thought they were going after the Bengals, Dalton.
That would be nice because I think Dalton's pretty good.
He's good.
Maybe the Bengals are going, get rid of Dalton. Let's get fucking Phillip Rivers.
Right?
No, they're gonna get Joe Burrow, dude.
I don't know. I don't know. Chicago's just like,
They're tough.
it's just that team where it's just like every when they pick a quarterback, they're like, oh, well, yeah, he shows promise. He only played a couple games, or he did this. Like, Jay Cutler, man. It's Jay Cutler all over again, except this kid has got rushing. He's got rushing records.
It's
Yeah.
weird though. Like you see guys that like have
He
Like
has
average
like
seasons.
2 or 3, 4 games out of the entire season, which are like so good. And he rushes, and it's like, what was it?
yeah, but Tony Romo has really good games like that too. But he also has games where he struggles.
He wasn't as
He
bad
was-
as Trubisky.
no.
though.
No, but I'm saying
Romo
they have that
was really
same,
good. He just didn't. I don't think he had a winning record, right?
No, he did.
Did he?
He did, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like hugely above 500. I would imagine.
No, but he also had. He was second in MVP twice. He was a first team All Pro twice.
Like
Literally, he's like the thing with. It's like the same thing with Kurt Warner. Every year where Kurt Warner played a full season, he made it to the Super Bowl, but he also finished top 3 in MVP voting and Pro Bowl All Pro.
Well, and you know he
Every-
knows the game because if you listen to his commentary, you know he understands the game.
Yep.
Yeah, every year that Romo played a full year, he was All Pro, top in the league with passer rating and stuff. He just couldn't stay healthy.
he didn't have that great. Also, didn't have that great of a team.
No, he really didn't. He pretty much had. He pretty much had a solid offensive line. Well, the best offensive line, and then he had Des Bryant and Jason Witten, who was good, but he's not like a.
No, but
He's
he's
not like a-
consistent
not
though.
fucking
But he's not
Travis
like
Kelce.
He's
or
not winning
fucking-
you games, you know.
No, but I mean, it does seem like he makes plays when it matters.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you put Romo, like, people always say that Phillip Rivers is better than Romo, which I think is retarded. Because if you put Romo on that team with Rivers that had LT, Vincent Jackson, you know, Lorenzo Neal, Sean Merriman, those guys, like, they fucking win the Super Bowl. Like, that's what pisses me off, is it's like, you would think that the Cowboys being as valuable as they are and having a guy like Jerry Jones with the prestige that they would get free agents, but they really never do.
And it's what you were talking about though, where like the Cowboys have a
rather-
giant stadium, they're making a ton of money off of it.
Yeah.
They're still going to
It's-
sell tickets. Everybody,
Yeah, and that's
there's
what
a lot
it
of
is
Cowboys
there. It's
fans.
like, don't you want to act like you care that you're not making the playoffs or not making the Super Bowl.
So you do make some moves, but like
Yeah.
they could
but
go all in.
nothing. You're not putting, like you had said before, you're not putting your chips on the table.
Exactly.
And that's what I always
Like-
felt like it was Jerry Jones. Like really,
Oh, it really
comes
is.
down to.
But like there was a Reddit post I was reading last offseason that was saying how the Cowboys and the Packers literally are the two teams that do the fewest amount of free agent signings and the fewest amount of trades, which is good. I mean, the Packers have won a Super Bowl twice in my
optimally,
lifetime,
yeah,
they've
optimally
always
you
been
want that.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys have been pretty solid. Like they're not as good as people say they are, which is another thing that pisses me off.
But with Green Bay though, is like when they do grab people,
They grab studs.
they grab studs. Like how many of our
Darius
defensive,
Smith?
like really good defensive
Adrian
players,
Amos, Jimmy Graham.
solid picks, are like,
Jimmy
oh
Graham.
yeah, Chicago doesn't want these people.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing was Jimmy Graham looked like a really good pick until you saw him actually
Yeah.
play. I mean, he was optimally that concept would have been perfect because he's a dude that boxes out in the end zone, like red zone type of guy. Would have been great for a mobile quarterback. Anybody like if you're just moving out to the side and he can move with you, he's huge. He's a giant target.
yeah. You know what the biggest problem for the Cowboys was? Just veering back there quick because I just remembered it. It wasn't up until recently that their drafting was good. They've been drafting pretty well the past like 5 years, but I remember one year they drafted a guy by the name of Bobby Carpenter in the first round. Do you know who Bobby Carpenter is?
I have no idea.
Nobody does.
Of course you don't. Yeah.
He's like the Mitchell Trubisky of linebackers. He
Garbage.
started 1 year in college. He won Player of the Year for his conference. The Cowboys drafted him like 10th overall. I actually want to look and see who they passed on. I know one of them off the top of my head was Tamba Hali, who was a monster. But there was a year they drafted Morris Claiborne 4th overall, and he was dog shit.
Ol Maury. Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Shit.
He finally had one good year for Dallas, and then he left and went to the Jets, and now he's retired because he's actually bad.
That's probably where I remember him from is the Jets.
That's what you got to do.
But, like, drafting is the most important thing. And being able to draft according to your scheme rather than best player available, because they really blew it 2 years ago with Taco Charlton. They drafted Taco Charlton, but they left TJ Watt on the board, and TJ Watt is already like a top 10 pass rusher.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, he wouldn't have fit. Excuse me. They're like, oh, well, he played outside linebacker, pass rusher. He played in a 3-4 in college. But it's like, you could just throw him on the defensive end. That's what they did with DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware is one of the best linebackers of all.
Yeah, they're
defensive ends
gonna
of all
make it
time.
work. I mean, they're good enough to make it work as well.
Right.
You can move guys. I mean, some guys have played multiple positions in college or in high school. If you play a position in high school, you still know how to play it. I mean, it's like
Who's
some
the
guys
the one
convert from.
Chicago player that they have. I want to say his last name starts with an F.
I don't think it's fuck.
I don't think so either.
That'd be a rough last name.
2006. I'm trying to look. It was the same draft that Mario Williams was drafted. Oh, that's a fucking throwback, dude. Mario Williams? That guy was a beast, dude. That guy was a fucking monster.
Mario, what a weird name, dude. Don't
Yeah.
name your kid
So
Mario.
the Cowboys could have drafted Antonio Cromartie, Tamba Hali, let's see, D'Amico Ryans, DeQuell Jackson, Roman Harper, Greg Jennings, Maurice Jones-Drew. They desperately needed a running back that year.
Yeah.
They had nobody. Like, it's just, drafting's a big fucking thing, man. And
You can't tell though. Like sometimes a guy's projected high and like he.
well,
doesn't
that's the
do
thing is
anything
you
or
need like a team that can
scout.
can scout well, and that's why the Patriots have been so good for so long. Is they literally have the smartest football mind like ever. I mean, Bill Belichick is drafting guys in like the 5th round that are making like all pro teams, and
Yeah, you just
shit
gotta
like
sneak
that.
cameras into other teams.
it's like he can even get guys like who's that fucking guy I drafted in Mad Lawrence Guy,
Yeah.
fucking 7th round pick, and he's amazing. Like he finds guys that are just good at one thing. You know what I mean? And then gets them all on the team and then schemes them out accordingly.
Yeah. You just gotta let guys play within their abilities.
Right. And that's what was really crazy about the Seahawks dynasty with the Legion of Boom. Was like none of those guys besides like Earl Thomas were really projected to be that good.
Mm-hmm.
Sherman was a 3rd round pick. Cam Chancellor was a 5th round pick. Bobby Wagner, I think, was a 2nd or 3rd round pick. You know, you get all
It's
these.
just like, well, you get you have a few good guys, or like you pick up in the offseason, you pick up
Your needs, primarily.
you get your older, more veteran guys that are good, that can teach and like instill
right.
shit into these younger
yes,
guys.
that's
And
definitely-
that's literally that's a need.
It's a huge...
And that's
I
a
feel
lot
like-
of times that's what good like defensive teams or good teams will do. They make sure they
Yes.
get a few
a veteran
veterans.
presence. Yeah.
That's
I feel like
what,
that's a thing that most teams overlook too, though.
Right.
Is having a guy who can, like, number one, be a leader for sure, because you need someone in the locker room that's actually
And that's
a leader.
like, and that's a thing with like these teams that don't have like good quarterbacks or like
right, because your quarterback's usually your guy.
you need a good veteran.
Yeah.
Back to Chicago. So that's really the only team I know. But Mitchell Trubisky, what fucking veteran did he have? No one. No one.
Mike Glennon? He's the
No
tall.
one.
He's
When
tall.
did
Yeah.
Urlacher retire? What year was that?
Oh, Jesus. That was in 2012?
Yeah, I want to say
Yeah.
2012.
2015.
He would have been
2011.
the veteran for
Well, that's what the Broncos
But they
did.
have defensive veterans.
right.
They're just on the Packers.
And now a lot of them are, but like they've got a good defense. It's just not. It was just definitely not as good as what it was the year prior.
And that's like-
that's where we got. That's how they got where they were, was because their defense scored everything.
That's one of the toughest things in the NFL, too. You very rarely see defenses stay at the top. Like, brings me back to Seattle. They were, like, number 1 in points and yards allowed. Like, points and yards allowed for, like, 4 years in a row, which is insane.
That's what made them a dynasty.
Yeah. And then, like, with the Broncos, the veteran presence thing, that's what they did. They drafted a bunch of younger linebackers and defensive linemen, Von Miller being one, who was a bag of shit when they drafted him, getting drunk all the time, skipping practice. They bring in DeMarcus Ware, who Von Miller that's his favorite player ever. They signed DeMarcus Ware, and they're like, all right, buddy, get your shit together. Now Von Miller is, like, one of the best fucking linebackers.
And then we went, and after their Super Bowl year, Chicago grabbed
Trevathan, who's a
Trevathan,
beast.
nasty.
Yeah.
And then we just Chicago's. I like what everything that they do besides their quarterback.
Yeah.
The one thing that's, well, you know what's wicked annoying about Von Miller is in Madden, every time he gets a sack, he does that fucking dance, that swing his arms dance. And he does it every single time.
I've never played
It was
Madden.
really irritating. I was
I haven't
really
gotten a sack
starting to
with
get
Von Miller
pissed.
yet. I drafted Von Miller to my fantasy team. We have a fantasy league together.
Yeah, we started doing a connected franchise thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I've never played Madden, guys. Still
Oh, yeah.
never-
You gotta play
still
Madden.
Never,
We're talking about.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
It's so
like
weird.
it's literally just franchise mode, but you play it together. So like you both control a different team in the same league.
Oh, okay.
And you do a fantasy draft like fantasy football, but you draft every player.
Every player is a free agent. And you just draft
and you're
them.
drafting against the computer and each other.
Yeah. And
So-
then when our teams play each other, we have to play at the same time. It's pretty sick. I like that idea. I don't know why that wasn't. It's been around for a while, but I've never really done
It's been
it.
around since 2013. I remember that was the first year with Connected Franchise.
Should do that in every sports game, you'd think.
Guys, I don't want to cut from all
You
this
gotta do
football
it.
talk, but I've been seeing on Facebook a lot lately from women.
Yeah. I know what you're going to get to, but go ahead.
Milk baths.
Can you explain this? Because
So-
you and Brandon have been talking about this constantly.
I think I've been
talk
putting
about
on.
milk.
milk baths.
We're getting on the subject of milk, baby. I mean,
let's
it
change
is
gears.
it is good. Talking about milk and like football, protein,
Baths. Fight
big
milk.
guys, but yeah, milk baths. I've been seeing a lot of women take like these watery milk baths.
So is it all milk?
No,
Or is
it's
it, like,
milk
mixed with
and
water?
like warm water is what I'm told, and then they take them like in lingerie or like naked, and they kind of like keep themselves covered. And supposedly, what I'm told by women who have had them is that it's really good for your skin. But
Yeah, well, so is
I
lotion.
drink milk. I drink quite a bit of milk, and my skin's okay. But I feel like there's a lot of people that also may drink milk that probably don't have that great of skin. So what fucking makes you think that bathing in it is going to be better for your skin? Like, I can
Yeah.
goat milk and shit that they put into soap and stuff like that.
Well, what kind of milk is it? Are we talking whole milk?
We're talking 2%, 1%, any of that
Any
shit
milk.
is just bullshit though.
What about that? Like sugar
It's good
cookie
for your
milk?
skin. Well,
Wait,
fucking
so people are just posting about it on Facebook, or are
like
they
posting their
like,
pictures.
photos?
Like someone gets paid to get women naked into fucking baths
Wait,
full
I
of
gotta-
half
I
milk,
gotta look at this.
half fucking
Yeah,
water.
let's examine this a
Let's
little.
who is
I don't know who the fuck it is.
Just Google like
milk baths?
milk baths.
Nah, just like fucking Facebook milk bath photography.
I don't know if you want. I mean, Facebook's probably like
That's the person that fucking does it.
Facebook's tough, man. I don't know. I'm not big into Facebook. So
milk
they have to
bath
be.
photography.
SM photography.
Ashley Baldwin's photography.
So they have to be like. They got to be like risque photos, right? And then they don't
Kinda.
show any nipples. They don't show.
They don't
nipples.
show. They don't show any asshole,
That's
but they do show a lot of milky
Milk.
water.
Right.
And my thing is you're buying this milk, you're fucking bathing in it, and you're not drinking it.
Right.
Like, don't you want the protein?
Well.
And they're like,
I mean, I
oh
don't-
well, you get it dirty. And I said,
Yeah, but you don't drink bath water once you're done with it? What are you
yeah,
talking
like
about?
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Everybody drinks their bath water
I want
afterwards.
to.
You can't
I
waste
want to
it.
bathe in fucking chocolate milk. Just chocolate milk. No fucking. Don't gotta add water.
They should have a little
warm
drain.
milk. Warm milk. Throw some fucking cookies in it.
They should have a little drain on the side of the tub. So like when you're done, you can fill like a glass up with the bath water.
Yeah.
Because they say not to waste water, and
Right?
that's all you're doing when you pour it down.
And you're
the
just
drain.
wasting milk.
That's a lot of milk.
And you're
to be
not even
wasting.
fucking using the right milk.
to fill a
To
bathtub.
me, I'd be using goat milk. Goat
Yeah.
milk. There's studies that say goat milk is like good for your skin. That's why they put it in fucking soaps and
Okay,
shit
that
like that.
makes sense.
That's why the Amish fucking use it in their shit.
Right.
Wait, what about like
but
breast
if you go
milk?
to like
What
True
what
titty
women
milk.
bathe in their own
Squirt
milk?
that shit on me from your fucking
the
hogs.
problem honestly what it comes down to is that you have to fill a bathtub.
No, you don't have to
Full
fill
of
the
milk.
tub with milk.
Yeah, it's
You
half
have to
milk,
fill
half
enough
water.
to cover
like
your
5
tits.
gallons of water or 5 gallons of milk,
Right.
and then a tub full of water.
Yeah.
Waste. Fucking waste.
Wait, that's how much milk they're using?
That's how many
I
gallons
fucking
some of them had
dissociated
told
for a
me.
second after drinking that moonshine. I was looking at milk pictures. Milky MILFs.
Yeah.
Dude, why is that not a
But
thing?
you want to talk about fucking it's good for your skin, it's good for you. Well, you know what's better for your skin? Cum.
Yeah.
Why don't you just take a cum
just
bath?
get jizz out.
Semen bath.
Yeah.
Is
No,
cum
don't. I don't want that
is
on my
cum good
face.
for your skin, though?
Yeah.
That's what they say.
Semen? All them fucking what's the cells? What are they called?
Sperm?
Not sperm. Well,
Jizz?
but fucking
Melatonin?
don't doesn't sperm have fucking
Chromosomes?
the what are the baby
Antioxidants?
cells?
Stem cells?
Stem cells. Doesn't sperm? I think sperm.
I don't
has-
think... I don't know if it...
not
I don't
a
know
whole
I don't-
lot,
I
but
don't know enough
I don't
about
know.
sperm.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like everything's
But
got stem cells.
sperm is supposedly really good for your skin and shit.
I mean, it's good. Apparently, it's good to ingest it as well.
Yeah, like it's
like,
good. It has
protein.
health benefits.
Yeah.
I supposedly.
But
And they've done studies on
Yeah,
it.
but you know that there's no women doing those studies, right? Not putting them out, at least. If they're doing it and they're figuring that out, they're
No, they
throwing
have.
that
There's one
fucking
woman
evidence
that
away.
I can't remember how long ago. There's one I was dating my ex, and I was like, "Yeah, you're supposed to fucking love getting jizzed on.
Yeah. Imagine being the chick
It's
that
good
figures
for your
that
skin.
out.
Your skin's breaking out. Let me come on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, my open wound.
I can, and you know what? You know what?
That's what the wound care center is at the hospital.
Yeah, you fill
it's
it
just
up.
a bunch of big beefy dudes just coming on
Yeah,
your
it's like
toes.
it's like Flex Seal.
yeah.
Like, fuck, I see women in videos drinking like fucking martini glasses full of it. Pour it on your body. Get in a tub. Add some warm water to that.
Oh, can you imagine if it like
Yeah, don't do
coagulates
that, though.
while you're in there?
Yeah.
Oh, what if you could feel them crawling?
Do
on
it.
you?
Yeah. Well, no, you can't. You definitely can't feel
It's
it coming.
warm.
That's a.
It's
lot of
warm when
cum.
it comes
That's a
out.
lot of cum.
Comes, I think.
It's thick. It's
Cum's
thick.
got to be warm, right? I don't know. We gotta ask a female.
When it hits you,
Like, yeah.
I
Yeah, and
think
like
it's more.
how dehydrated.
I don't
is
get
it
a lot
too,
of
is the
cum on me
question.
when I
When
I
you
fucking
bang?
bust.
You ever jerk off and accidentally cum on yourself?
No, that's so I'm not.
Dude,
I'm not
I-
like, oh fuck.
Dude, I've had
Maybe I
yourself.
should. I'll go
I've
home
had-
and I'll
I've
test
had
it out.
nights where
I'll let
I've
you guys
accidentally
know.
hit myself in the face, and
In the face?
yeah, dude.
Holy
Oh, I launch ropes, bro.
Crazy. That we'll get back.
to milk.
Go back to fucking crazy sex stories. One time I was having sex with my ex, and I like,
Was she your ex at the time?
yeah. And-
No, the way he said that was just great. I don't know.
But I about to finish, and I can hear one of
You're like
I can hear one of the kids getting up. I fucking
Rolling
Jump-
over from the other side
I
of
jump
the
up.
bed.
Yeah.
No, we're
You're
like, no,
get back
it
down.
was
It's not your
it was
turn.
in the living room, getting weird in the living room
Oh, gotcha.
because we're upstairs,
oh, their kids weren't in there?
not in the living room with
Oh.
us. No,
Oh, shit.
they were upstairs.
Okay.
And I'm getting ready to bust, and then I hear one of the kids getting up and coming downstairs. So I'm like, fuck, pull out. I'm like trying to run to the bathroom. I fucking jizz, and that shit hits the ceiling.
No way.
Yeah, it hits the ceiling.
Okay, because you were past the point of no return.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, and I was just like, fuck, and I just ran into the bathroom.
Yeah,
kinda.
there is a spot though, like where you're like, there's nothing,
Yeah,
nothing
you can't-
stopping
yeah,
this.
you're
It's
not-
coming.
I just was like, oh, it's pointed up. Bam, hit the ceiling. Was surprised.
Yes.
And then I came out with some, with some toilet paper, wiped it up.
That's a tough rope, man. I don't know if I could shoot that far.
That was it.
should have a
Blew my
challenge.
fucking mind.
We should.
Yeah, we should have like a challenge where we just jack off and we see how far we can
We
shoot.
drank a ton of Pedialyte beforehand. We
Yeah,
could
yeah,
each get
yeah.
a couple yards.
Pedialyte,
Dude,
does that?
yeah. It's like one of those long jump.
He shakes his head. He goes, yeah, I know.
Dude, yeah.
It's one of those long jump sand pits.
Dude, if you're, well, that's why it was like, if you're hydrated, like if you're really hydrated,
Yeah, you
I
can.
mean, you're just slinging it, dude. It's a lot of cum.
It's funny when you're
Spider-Man.
dehydrated though, because then it's just a chunk
like,
of.
yeah, yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah. Well, you also have to take zinc,
Yeah, I don't.
potassium.
Yeah, I'm not about to do all that.
Yeah, I don't know enough about jizz. I
I'm not
guess.
about to drink a lot of Pedialyte either. It's kind of gross.
I would say my jizz knowledge is limited overall.
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
gotta become a jizz scientist.
I don't. Yeah, I feel like
but I'm
I
gonna
should
say
know more about it.
women should stop taking fucking milk baths and stop wasting all the goddamn milk. Unless you're gonna drink it, and
Yeah.
just start taking jizz baths.
As a yeah. In closing, I would say definitely don't.
I also want to take a milk bath just because
to try it. Yeah, the different
try it,
pleasure.
and I want to be like, I want someone to take photos of me while I do it too.
Sure.
I'll make sure I'm like covered.
There's not that
maybe.
much left. I was gonna drink the rest, but there's not that much left.
Yeah, that's mine. It's easier to cover your dick with a small amount of milk than it is to cover all your
And
tits.
I have a
and-
pretty small dick, so
Yeah, it would
that
take
milk.
like
I'll just
one of
hold the
those
jug
half
there.
pints,
Yeah.
Like
As
from
long
Or
as
like
you're-
fucking the school.
the school milk cartons.
I mean, as long as you're flaccid, you'll be alright.
Well, like,
Milk and baths.
yeah, I don't know.
I
What
just
if it
don't
gets in
get
your
it.
butt?
It's
Like,
gonna.
what if you fart and then you
Enema?
suck it in? And you
Enema?
just get old milk in your butt.
suck it in?
Yeah, you ever fart and then your asshole closes so fast that it sucks in
Dude,
some
there's
air,
people
like a
that-
zero pressure thing?
There's people that can suck air into their butts.
I
though.
used to be able to.
You did?
Yeah, when I was
How
younger.
do you practice that? How do you?
I just-
someone's asshole was fucking. You were shitting out monster turds.
I wouldn't
dude,
know
yeah.
how to get it.
I have
to,
IBS now, so I can't.
Can't
I
do it
can't- I can't- I
anymore.
don't trust
That's
a
probably
single
why
fart. I don't
he
trust a
has
single
fucking
fart.
IBS. Still has all that air.
Well, one of the first things you learn to control
Is your
is
mouth.
your ass. Yeah,
I
it's
love.
very strange.
I don't know. I love.
I feel like I've seen videos of
Shitting.
women pour milk out of their ass too.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah, of course. You know, pornos are weird because they'll use milk sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of weird milk pornos.
But not fucking milk baths.
because they use it
porno.
and then it's supposed to simulate jizz, basically, is what it is. I don't know if they warm it up, microwave it or something, you know? But they, I mean, they could.
Warm milk.
Microwave it, throw it on their face.
Ah, fucking burns.
Burns, yeah.
3rd degree milk burn.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's like napalm. Like they peel it off and their skin
What-
comes off.
so-
with it. And then you come
Again,
on it,
with
rub it
milk
in, and it
baths,
goes back.
like, what happens if someone gets like condensed milk? Like condensed milk is
Like-
like super like,
That-
or like powdered milk, like throws powdered milk
Yeah.
on you. You're in there.
well,
like,
that'd be the
oh.
cheaper route. You do a whole
Laying all
10. You do a
sexy.
10 can of powdered milk and then mix it in with the water.
Right?
It's definitely the cost effective.
Yeah.
Probably not as cost effective.
It's not as
Wasteful.
It's not as authentic though.
It
I mean,
is
if you're
because
looking-
it just looks water. It's just like white.
Yeah.
It's. I think.
I guess it's up to you
porn-
whether you want the classic experience or not.
yeah,
You know?
milk and water.
I like that. This
It's like hot
This
chocolate.
episode has literally just been football, milk baths, and cum. Like,
Which, I mean, that's all right.
It's a good. It's good.
but no, take zinc supplements next time. You know you're gonna
I don't
be
think I'm
getting
ever.
weird. Do
Yeah,
it.
I don't know.
I was with a girl that really liked cum, and I took zinc.
Just for her.
Yeah,
You're just
That's
fire hosing,
You're
like
just doing too much.
uncontrollably jizzing.
I mean,
doing the most.
I don't know, man. With
I like
women,
when I when I throw ropes, dude. I feel like Indiana Jones.
Well, I love the porns where it's fucking like
10 shots.
the dude with the strap on dick or like the fake dick, and it just starts poof, 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 like shooting like
Yeah, there's
rockets out.
recoil and stuff.
Yeah, he's getting blown back a little bit every time.
It's got like a CO2 canister attached to it.
It's so like ridiculously fake, and everybody
Filling
knows
up
it's
the
fake, but they still
fucking-
jizz.
martini glasses.
I watched Kate Kennedy on Your Mom's House, and then immediately after I watched her porn, and I gotta say I'm impressed.
I don't even know if I know who that is.
I didn't know who that was either. I just watched her on YouTube. I watched her on a podcast.
Yeah, I remember watching
She's
that
pretty
one.
fucking cute. That's the move, is cute women. You don't want to go for sexy chicks. You want to go for cute
You want
chicks.
realism?
I just want a girl
No, I
that's
mean, like,
not
in
gonna
general.
fucking
Oh well, yeah.
tell me about
Milk
every
baths.
goddamn thing in her life within the fucking first 10 minutes of talking to her.
What
And
if it's all
then-
wicked,
That's-
sexy, incest,
Yeah,
assault
incest.
stuff?
And then
I don't
he
know,
jizzed,
man.
and then
It's
he
just like-
jizzed, and then
I
he
like-
jizzed again.
I like attention.
Whores.
No, I like
Whores.
I like when women pay attention to me. Like I like having attention, and then I obviously like having sex. So like, but it's not like like
So you gotta.
I don't need to have sex. I'm not like I gotta have sex all the
Like
time.
once a week would be good for you, right?
Maybe once a week. I could go even fucking longer than that. Cause honestly, I'm fucking a pretty happy guy.
Yeah,
I
and if
mean-
you have to, you have your hand.
Yeah,
You know.
seriously, does the same thing.
Yeah.
Watch porn. Fucking
We don't need you.
a lot fucking most of the time it's a lot better women.
Yeah. Well, plus we talked about this last time. Is like you know how to do it. Like your hand knows what it's doing.
Yeah.
Dude,
been
you
there.
don't have to focus.
No.
It's been
No
there. It's
energy
done that.
spent. You know what is
Make
weird
myself
though?
fucking bust faster
Like
than half of
randomly,
these bitches.
dude, randomly, like out of nowhere. I don't know if this is.
I'm not trying to last.
I don't know
long, baby.
why
I'm
this
trying
is
to last
happening,
30
but
seconds.
it's been happening the past few weeks.
You getting
I've kind of
boners.
I've hit a dry spell in the past like 3 weeks, and I'm randomly getting ragers, dude.
Oh, I
Like,
thought you were
I
talking
hope
about like.
at work.
No, well, yeah, but
I thought
not
you
while
were
I'm
like
working.
shooting. I
But
thought
it's
you were
like,
talking about like when you said dry spell. I thought you were like shooting like nothing, like puffs, like
like
just like dust,
like
coming out.
powdered milk.
You have
Yeah.
a fucking kidney stone somewhere.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I've
definitely
just
stone.
been getting raging hard-ons lately.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably once every couple of days, I get like. You ever get those like hate boners, like those painful boners?
There's ones that won't go away, like,
Dude,
you
it-
can't-
Yeah, but there's also times where like I fucking feel like I'm in the mood to fucking go and let one off, and I go watch some porn.
once you light all the candles and you get all the milk bath all
Put the
settled.
Yeah,
lotion
you
on
put all
the
the
milk
you put all the
bath.
needles in your toes.
Yeah.
I go to beat, and then it's just like I'm not like I can't.
You
Once
ever
the-
give
once
up
the
halfway
Like, what
through?
is this shit?
I
My
feel like-
hand's not even doing it anymore.
Do you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
give up halfway through and just go back to what you were doing?
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, I need to go to
Not
bed.
halfway
I'm
through,
like,
no.
yo, fuck this. I'm that much of a
Yeah,
disappointment.
I'm
I
like-
can't even
Yeah,
make
I'm like,
myself
yeah, I'm gonna
bust a
make a
nut.
sandwich.
Once the Sharpie's in the ass, there's no turning back.
But yeah, it's like I'm that much of a fucking. You get to that point when like you're like, I can't even make myself bust.
I don't feel like
I gotta
coming,
go
yeah.
to bed. This is that.
Yeah, that
Well,
happened.
you can try overhand.
That actually happened the other night where I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I had to piss and I had a
Yo, you
fucking.
just gotta pee.
I had like a
with the
fucking,
boner. I do it.
I had a platinum
Yeah.
stallion in my pants, dude.
That's tough, dude. Peeing with
It
a boner.
sucks.
Dude, because like you
Do
have to
it all
like
the
bend
time.
over. You have to do this.
Oh no! I
then-
stand in my shower and I just piss on my
fucking-
shower.
yeah. I just sit there. I just sit there for like 15 minutes.
I really do.
It's not.
But no, and then like you don't even want to jerk off because the boner is such a boner that it kind of hurts. That happens.
No, yeah, like raging. That's what it is. It's raging.
Yeah, it's piss, dude.
There's a tough one. Those are the ones like those are the morning boners. Like you don't
They're
really.
just annoying.
Yeah, it doesn't come from anything. It's just from your dream or whatever. I don't even know how that works, but
Is there science behind morning wood?
I don't know. Probably.
there's gotta be. I would
Somebody
imagine.
that I
Netflix probably has a special. on
somebody yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody that I used to work with told me that when you sleep, your body makes you have an erection so that way you don't piss yourself while you're sleeping, and I feel like that's not true, but I
thought
don't.
it had to do with like blood flow.
Yeah, I
or
don't know.
something has to do with how much blood's going to your brain or something.
Obviously not enough.
'Cause-
Well, not a
'cause-
lot,
'cause-
because I usually sleep with a belt around my neck.
Okay,
That's why you have boners.
Yeah, yeah,
The kink is kicking in.
Problem solved. Myth busted.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. You should try it around your dick instead. Get a dick belt. Do they have those? They got cock
Like a
rings. but
cock
they got-
ring, yeah.
Yeah, but they gotta have dick belts. There'd be so much slack.
assless dick chats.
You ever assless dick chaps? It's
Where
like
your
a-
ass, where the assless part is, where
It's
your
just
balls hang.
Yeah,
out.
yeah, that's a good idea actually. Just
It'd
you
be
look
a
like Shawn.
scrotumless-
Yeah, you'd have a Shawn Michaels dick, is what it would be.
Shawn Michaels' dick.
That's classic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shawn Michaels used to have those the chaps.
Yeah.
Oh.
He would wear them only during the entrance, and then he'd take them off
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
because he has to do the thing. And then the
Yeah.
the pyro behind him.
Fucking A. Jesus Christ. You were talking earlier about women, how like when you know that they know they want to fuck you. You like they're down for anything, which is where the pig mask came in. Have you ever had the reverse of that? I haven't personally, but one of our friends
The reverse of it.
where you're going to hook up with the chick for the first time and she brings over like BDSM shit without even mentioning it.
Oh,
Has that ever happened? Where a chick brings over
No,
like
but I mean-
a ball gag and a cock ring and like a
No, I mean
Straps.
that'd be cool.
yeah.
No, but that'd be cool.
I mean,
What if they smelled funny?
I hate. This would go for guys too, because I'm sure women have the same things as when someone talks up a big game, like they're trying to be sexy when they're talking to you to like, you guys are gonna have sex or something, and then like they really talk it up and like, oh, well, I'm this and I can do this and I like doing this and I like doing that, and then when the time comes, they're like, actually don't do that, or none of that stuff actually happens.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
they
One girl I slept with,
feet.
she was
They get
like
cold feet.
tried zero ass, and she like tried twerking on my cock, and I was just like really uncomfortable, but I was also extremely fucking hammered, so I really didn't care. And I told her, I was like, I'm not gonna, like, you're not gonna make me nut. I'm not gonna nut. So like, do whatever you're gonna do to like get yourself off.
And then you figure it out.
And then I was just like, then you gotta go. I was like, she's like fucking moaning and shit, and I'm just like, just
scrolling through Reddit.
Yeah.
like just like
Checking out
praying
the
and
gram.
waiting for this
Oh
to
my
be
God.
over.
Yeah.
I was just thinking,
But then there's other girls who are like, I've messaged, and they're like really good at sex. Like one girl I met through Instagram. I don't know how.
That ain't good.
We
My
just like
sister has Instagram.
mutual friends somehow. Ended up following each other, and she posted like a lot of like raunchy kind of stuff, like memes and stuff on her Instagram. I messaged her and I sent her a bunch of raunchy memes, and then we traded raunchy shit.
You guys are
And
trading
then-
SpongeBob memes. Caveman SpongeBob.
And then
That's where it all starts.
we ended up. She was like, like asking each other questions and talking about our
What's your
sex lives and
sign?
shit. And I
Here's your
just like the
sign.
entire time I was just like, yeah, I've like got a really small dick. Told her all this stuff, and then went and met her and banged the shit out of her. And she was just like, I thought this was gonna be really bad, and I was like, why the fuck did you have me? Like, why do you want to meet up then? She was like, well, I wanted
make fun of you.
Yeah, she was like, well, I was horny, and I didn't know if you were telling the truth, or if you were lying, or just like.
I got my monster condoms. I got my lot of hundreds. I'm ready to plow.
But like she said, like everything that she told me, she was about,
Yeah.
and that was
She was
sick.
about it.
You should have had a milk
She
bath
fucking
set and
dropped
ready
that.
for her, you know? If you have a milk bath ready, they can't say no.
True.
What are they going to drain it? You know? You put all that effort in there.
You bring their favorite beer or whatever, or their drink. You bring some bath bombs. You're getting fucked.
Someone's getting fucked.
You pour their beer in a glass, you drop the bath on it, and you throw it at them. And then they're just immediately like, we gotta fuck now. Like, the idea of like, oh my God, you got Stella's. I love Stella's. And you're like, I also went to Lush. You're like, check this shit out, cunt.
Oh fuck!
Maybe
So
don't call her a
savage.
cunt.
Yeah, maybe
But I've-
mix in something else with the...
I've ran into really weird situations where I've ended up getting laid, where I never thought I was gonna get laid.
Dude, yes. No, and it's when you try the stupidest shit is when it works the best.
The craziest shit, the craziest thing is, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 girls that I've slept with. A lot of my closer friends know this. Is
sleep with them,
I
or
think,
just- did you
yeah,
fuck 'em?
my closest friend, my boys, the homies. That's why I last so long.
I've slept with boys.
Okay,
Never-
Gandhi.
But I always Brandon Barrow.
Yeah.
Let me get raped or molested.
Oh, shout out to Brandon. Ball.
Dude, not even shocked. Like, he probably made a meme about it.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? Get raped. Get raped.
Hashtag get
I was
raped.
drunk. I went upstairs to go to bed. A girl came upstairs or asked Brandon where I was. She ended up coming upstairs.
Why did he say? Why did he tell you? Why did he
He
tell
was
you?
just
up-
being a bro.
He told me about it afterwards because I come downstairs and I'm like, bud, something. I was thought at first I was having like a wet dream, hammered and shit. Bunch
Right.
of girls downstairs. Yeah. I come downstairs. I'm like, Brandon, I had just had the fucking weirdest dream. And he's like, about what, man? And it was like someone came in my room and was fucking me. And he was just like, nah, that happened. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean that happened? He was like, yeah, someone asked where you were, and I told them you were upstairs in your bed sleeping. And I was just like, what? So I've told, like, a couple girls, like, I don't make the first move ever. I've never made the first move sexually on a woman. I've never been like, all right, let's have sex, or if you want to have sex, nothing.
Right.
Girls usually a
So
girl
you tell
usually
them that,
comes
though?
on to me, and then it just
I've seen
ends
it
up
happen.
it ends up happening.
I've seen it happen. It's pretty fun.
So you don't tell them that.
Like, I'm not like,
You just wait, see if it happens.
yeah, if it happens, then it happens. Like, I don't try to kiss them or make out with them
Well,
or
that's what
like
they
anything
want.
like that.
That's what they want.
I don't do any of that shit. And like, one girl, I told her, I was just like, she was like, jumped right on top of me. And she was like, why wouldn't you kiss me? I wanted you to make the move on me. And I was just like, I don't. Like, I think I was raped. I told her the whole story. And I was like, I can understand.
You start crying. and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm like,
oh,
I was like, I can understand where girls are coming from
It's not funny.
when like that shit happens to them and they don't want that to happen to them. And I feel like even if it's a girl that I know wants it to happen,
right.
there's always that chance where she's like, it ends up happening and then she turns around and goes, oh, well, that's not what I wanted or whatever. So I always let them be the ones that decide if it happens or not, essentially. And
'cause then
she
you're not at
fucking,
fault.
she fucked me. We started fucking me. She jumped on top of me and shit. We started having sex and she goes, am I raping you? That's fucked up. If I said that kind of shit to a woman, I'd probably get
That's so
fucking
weird.
kicked out. She'd probably tell me, she'd be like, we're done having sex.
There's
You
probably a
can
better
fucking
way
leave."
to ask that question.
She's like,
Right,
am I
yeah.
raping you?
She should
And
have
I
been
was
like,
just
That's
no,
weird.
I was like,
you don't ask
if
that
you
question.
are, I'm liking it, I guess.
She should have been like, blink twice if you consent or something. You know, like,
Yeah.
But I've had that happen 4 fucking times.
wait, where women are like,
am I raping you? Like trying to be sexy about it, I guess. Like a role play,
Wait
but
a
it's
minute,
not
wait
to
a
me.
minute,
It's
wait
not
a
a
minute.
role play thing. It's just like
You're not into rape. is what I'm
I'm
saying.
not into rape, but like I'm having sex, so I'm into it, and I'm like, no, you're not. Like, no, you're not. You're not raping me. I like this.
are you okay, Dom? Do we have to talk?
About what? Me being fucked?
I mean, you've been
when
raped
I was
multiple
asleep?
times
Yeah.
from what you just
You've
said.
been raped
No,
4
not
times.
multiple times. I said, yeah, you would assume.
Yeah.
But like, I said no, I wasn't.
Oh, you should have said
Just
yes,
the one-
just to see what happens.
Yeah, that would have made us wicked fucking
Yeah,
famous.
you were raping me.
Gotta bump up the views,
Coalition.
dude. Yeah, we gotta stir up some controversy, stew, dude.
Hot take.
But yeah, it is always the stupidest shit works.
It's weird.
There was it was
Yeah,
fucking
you're
Christmas
raping me.
time. It was Christmas time, and there was this girl that I ran into at the bar, and I was at the bar with Vinny and a couple other people. I don't even remember.
Hold on 1 second. Does this end raw?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes it fucking good.
No, that's what was bad was that
Any
she,
woman listening to this, I don't have sex raw.
What was bad? What was bad was that she didn't leave my fucking apartment the next day. I had to work fucking 3 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the ER the next day. I got up at like 10. She's still asleep. I'm like, all right, whatever. I take a shower, shave, made breakfast. She's chilling in my bed, and just hung out at my apartment until like 2:30. And it was fucking weird. I only slept with her like 6 times after that. But we were at the bar and we were drinking,
Quantity over quality.
And I can't remember what brought the conversation up. We were talking, catching up. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. And I buy her a shot, and she buys me a shot. I think we each bought each other 2 shots.
She says you're fucking wrong.
No, I jokingly
wrong
go.
as chicken.
I jokingly go, or not even jokingly. I don't even remember how I said it, but I essentially was talking about like BDSM. I slipped it in somehow. I was like, "Oh man, I really want to."
I mixed it in, seasoned it in there.
I said something like, it was like, "Oh, I want to tie somebody up, but all I have are like USB cables," and she's like, "That's fine." And I was like, "What do you mean that's fine?" She goes, "Well, if you want to tie me up with USB cables, you can do that." I'm
But you're
like,
gonna ruin the USB cables.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, I have a bunch of them at my house."
I bought
that's how it.
shitty ass rough yellow rope that was like fucking 35 cents.
Yeah, you
a
want the
fucking
shit that's
foot
gonna leave
at
a
like
mark.
Lowe's.
You want to get those?
And I
truck
use that
straps.
shit. I use that. Fuck it, I don't give a
I
shit.
use fishing line.
Women are wild.
Yeah,
they're
dude,
way more
they're
wild
crazy.
about sex than men.
Yeah,
They
especially when
take
you're hitting
shit
them.
to a lot of them take shit to the next level constantly, hitting them. I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's on me, beat me.
yeah, there was a chick that would always scratch the fuck out of my back,
Same.
like dig in.
I
Not
fucking
interested.
have scars.
I like that. I like that.
It's cool. Yeah, I like it too.
I like bleeding a little bit.
Honestly, I don't care. Like, it's all cool.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
the
dude.
next
As long
day,
as
I'm
it's
like,
not
It's all
fucking
love.
fecal matter and
Yeah, as long as she's not rubbing shit into your open wounds.
I mean,
or
that's-
any like rubbing shit at all.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Oh wait, I asked Seth this question. You please say yes. Have you ever hung out with a chick and you're getting like intimate and she asked you to jerk off in front of her?
Yo, I wish.
What?
Actually, I don't know, man. Maybe. I can't remember.
Well,
there's a lot of weird
Seth
ass
said
girls.
no.
There's
I've
a lot
had
of
it
weird
happen.
ass girls.
It's actually wicked awesome, by the way. But
I
just
don't know, I
do
feel
it
like
one
I'm getting
day.
nervous. You know,
Why?
too many people watching.
She's like, you're not good enough. You're not
yeah.
doing it right.
well, I'd be like,
Then
well,
I
help
really
out.
feel so
Help.
fucking
She's just like-
self-conscious. If I couldn't beat my own,
Pull that pud, stud, player. Pull that pud, thug.
yo, what up, Shona?
Arise, boner, arise.
No, dude.
Oh, it's fucking getting to that time. How late are you? I gotta be out by 9.
Ooh, tough.
it's cutting it close.
Cutting
This
it,
stuff is tough.
snipping it, tip. I like that we were like, yeah, we don't really ever. This was 2 weeks ago. We're like, we never talk about sex. Let's just talk. And now all of a sudden,
Yo,
it's like,
yeah, you
that's
guys
this whole
can
episode.
fucking have me on, and I
just talk
can
about gross
easily come
women.
up with more sex stories, new ones.
Then yeah, every
Every
3
time,
weeks.
every time I come on.
Right.
Dom's sex. We'll call it the Dominatrix Show.
See, we were talking about this. You got to do your own podcast.
Yeah, where you just talk about your sex life.
I really want to, but I really have no.
I want you to
fucking
do one
clue.
with Kenny, dude.
I really have no clue how to start it up, how to set it up, all of the like audio
Dude,
stuff.
neither do I. Just find a guy that does all the work for you.
Yeah, I can do all that.
I mean, I
I
think
mean, I
know.
even did it for Dave's Anabasis podcast.
Yeah.
I did like all their distribution and shit. Like they set up like the basic stuff, and then I got them on all the other
I don't
platforms.
even know. Like, I don't know what I need. Really, to
Just get a mic, man. That's it. Actually, you can do it on your phone now. The Anchor app. Literally, just get the Anchor app, sign up, and then you can be like, "Oh, record." Do it on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Shit. There was another thing I wanted to talk about, and it wasn't even pussy related.
Yo, a lot of people are gonna listen to this and they're like, "Wow, Dominic's a fucking just has
Savage.
a lot, like
He's
is
got
a
it figured
scumbag."
out, is what they're gonna say.
Nah,
He's
they're
got
like,
it figured
he's a
out.
scumbag, especially probably women
Yeah.
that listen.
They don't matter.
All the Rap God King fans, they'll be in here.
Nah, they're gonna be fucking about it. They're like, "Oh, this motherfucker just raws bitches,
Right. Yeah.
no STDs, clean as a
you gotta
fucking whistle."
You gotta respect it. Yeah. It's a tough thing to do. But if you can figure it out, how to slide in, you know.
Just fucking,
Oh shit! You know what? Let's do food or object.
one out of
I
fucking
Yeah.
God knows how many.
I didn't write any of the topics down. I don't know where.
have TikToks, but we can't do those now.
Why?
Well, it's too. We don't have enough time. I want to do food or objects because I came up with a whole bunch of fresh ones. because we were talking about Tully's chicken fingers. So, Tully's chicken fingers versus motor vehicles.
Well, I walk everywhere, but I need motor vehicles to get to Tully's.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Motor vehicles and Tully's chicken fingers.
I would say
I don't
gotta take
don't
the
know.
cars. I gotta
Tully's
take the
chicken
cars.
fingers, I could care less about.
Ooh, that's wrong.
I've
wrong
been there.
answer. Wrong answer.
I've been there once and could care less.
Tough answer. That's wrong.
All Tully people are gonna fucking hate
Nope.
on me.
I'm just saying motor vehicles because I could live without the chicken fingers, but they're just too goddamn good.
Yeah, Well, how are we gonna get them though?
I can live without the Tullys.
This
Where
one's
I'm already done talking to you, Dom. How are we gonna
Unless that turtle can fucking pop that pussy.
Where are we gonna have to take horse and buggy rides?
yeah.
That's all I saw this week.
Horse and buggy ride.
That's all I saw this week.
Buggy ride.
I'm working.
Was horses and buggies?
Yeah, yeah.
I had to
I'm not
deliver.
talking to
I had to
him.
deliver beer to a lot of fucking
Amishes?
like
Horses.
big ass Amish grocery stores.
Like Sodders?
Horses love beer.
Literally Sodders.
Sodders is my favorite fucking place in the world,
It
dude.
is fucking clean as fuck.
That's
but
the place in Seneca Falls, right?
Yeah.
that place is dope as fuck, dude.
Do they have good chicken fingers though?
But no, well, I don't know, but
Probably
like pretty
'cause
much
if
all
they
their
do, it's fucking farmed.
isn't like
there.
most of their
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like made by them.
Yeah, it's like Amish made. It's weird. Like they have
Their
like
candy.
they have like
is-
chips and shit with bags, and it's like a little Amish character on it and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
It's wild.
They have Little Debbie in blackface.
we
Lil Devin.
Lil Deb.
we deliver them like their Arizonas and like a bunch of their waters and shit. But
They
it
probably
was just,
never
like,
even been to Arizona though. They're like, they're like, we try to go to Arizona, but we die or something. Dysentery. I don't know. The
Oregon
Arizona
Trail.
Trail, yeah.
Arizona Trail, man.
It's just like people die. People taking Route 66 via horse and buggy, just like
But
dying.
man, I saw so many little kids fucking walking the roads, like leaving their schools and shit, and they're waving at me, and I'm just like, it's cold as fuck out.
They don't have shoes on.
Nah, they have shoes and shit, but it's just like
their wieners
I can't
are out.
imagine their fucking coats are
wieners
keeping
are
them
out.
that fucking warm. Like it was
Flopping
windy as
around.
shit, snowing at times,
True.
wet, and it's not like
It's not an easy life.
it's like wet snow. No, definitely.
I'm gonna
not.
take Tully's chicken fingers. What's the next one?
about
balls for feet or dicks for fingers.
Oh. Do we have knuckles in them or no? They're just
Nah,
wieners?
just
well, yeah, it's
flaccid
definitely
dicks.
dicks for because
I
you
don't
can't
want balls
walk
for
on balls.
feet.
That sucks.
You're fucked.
Yeah, you don't want to do
That'd be
that.
awful. Actually, yeah, that'd be awful.
Yeah, I'd rather have floppy because then they can get hard too.
Yeah. You just like
You're just going.
you go
Yeah,
like
and
this.
then when like you after you eat your Tully's chicken fingers, you're fucking sucking on your finger.
Well,
like,
actually,
oh,
it'd be more
fuck,
like a
this
pulse.
This really feels
Like a
good.
pulse.
Yeah.
Squirt some fucking honey mustard in your mouth. You're like,
How about cold cuts versus doors?
What are cold cuts?
Cold cuts like turkey, ham.
Like deli meat?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
deli meat.
deli.
Doors.
Yeah, I can do. What are we doing without?
Yeah,
Do
you
without
gotta take
doors.
one. Or, yeah,
You'll
Just
get rid
crash
of
through
doors.
shit. Yeah, fuck doors.
it's tough because like you'd have to have either open walls or just go through
Or
windows. all the
blankets. Hang blankets.
time. Yeah, I guess.
What
No,
kind of
I
door?
don't
Like
do
how?
that.
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
really like deli meat that much, so
Wow.
You might. Well, what about subs? You'd lose subs probably.
Yeah.
no, because the only subs I get
Or cheeseburger subs.
are fucking the chicken cutlet subs from Sub Shop. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I like Italian
What
subs
is
from
chicken
McGraw.
cutlet?
Is it chicken? Is it
Is that
cold?
like-
and is it cut?
Yeah, is it cold chicken?
No, it's fucking chicken tenders on the sub.
disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know. Is
It's
it Tully's
fucking
chicken
fried
tenders?
breast. It's fried chicken breast. That's all
Fuck
it
chicken
is.
breast is the worst.
You like cold cuts more than chicken breast?
I like
Yo,
subs.
chicken breast is awful.
I might actually
It
call.
gets
I might
dry.
actually call you the N word. Like that's so stupid.
You
Chicken
might deserve
breasts
it.
are fucking. They're fucking hard as shit to cook. They get dry, way easier. Chicken thighs are way fucking better than chicken breasts. way juicier.
My nose is bleeding. You're giving me actual cancer
Bud.
in the face.
But I'll fucking cook a chicken breast and I'll cook fucking chicken thighs.
No,
Yeah, but
because
you're gonna skew
purposefully
Fucking
fuck
then-
up the chicken breast.
It's like burnt to
You
a crisp.
fucking fuck.
Because
No,
you can
you know what you gotta do?
overcook. You
You know
can
what you gotta-
overcook a chicken
You know what
breast.
I agree with you
You
with?
can never overcook a thigh.
You know what I agree with you with? Is that chicken thighs are more versatile. You could do chicken thighs in soup. That's pretty much it. Fuck chicken thighs.
No, chicken thighs. Chicken thigh is
How is that
juicier.
more-
It stays juicier. You can't overcook it. Chicken breast is very easily can be overcooked.
Well, that's an operator error.
Yeah, that is operator. User error.
Yeah, you should probably cook with more milk.
I don't know. It's tough.
Milk steak.
all
Milk
the same.
steak
It's all the
boiled
same
over
stuff.
hard.
How about Go-Gurt versus Dave and Buster's?
I could do without Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
I
don't even
I could
like.
do without either of them.
Like what happens if we
I haven't-
don't give a shit?
I haven't had a Go-Gurt since I was
Which one's Go-Gurt? Is that the
Go-Gurt's
yogurt in the tube?
Yeah.
since I've been at a single mother's house. So
Oh my god.
It's entirely
It's been a
artificial
while.
flavored.
I don't even like yogurt. Like yogurt, like Yoplait, like Danimals and Go-Gurt
nah,
and
it's
that
just
shit.
too.
It's
That
just
shit's
I don't
just too
straight
sweet.
sugar, dude. I like plain Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want that and
Or like vanilla flavored.
Yeah,
maybe
with
throw
like
in
fruit
a-
on the bottom, hope on
throw,
top.
Yes, throw in like a strawberry or something.
One whole
Or fucking
strawberry.
granola.
Ooh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Or get creative. Both.
Cum. Some milk.
Yeah.
Some milk bath water.
How about some Oxycontin in the bottom? So you just stir it up.
That's a lot of fucking people doing that, I'm sure.
Oh, guaranteed.
I just watched that Netflix series, The Pharmacist or whatever. It's really good. His
Oh
kid
yeah, the
like
one
gets
about
killed
the
or whatever,
pharmacist
and- well, it's like
in
the
New
whole
Orleans, the
yeah,
pill doctor.
yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that at work.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's like this pharmacist in like this small town in New Orleans pretty much
Wasn't really even a doctor.
gave everybody prescriptions to all these pain pills, and you would go in there and you would just get as many pain pills as you wanted,
She was just handing them out like candy.
and nobody
basically.
gave a shit. The cops were in on it, the people were in on it, the people were selling their prescriptions to other people that were
Yeah.
waiting for prescriptions.
And like really, the only reason they figured this out is because this dude's kid got killed by a drug dealer, and then he like tried to figure out who the killer was, and then he was a pharmacist, so like he started seeing more prescriptions coming through and shit, and he like got to the root of the problem just by being a dad.
yeah,
You know?
total
Just
dad,
by
bro.
caring.
Yeah, pretty much just by
It's
being
wild as fuck.
yeah.
It's insane. That's why we have such a bad heroin epidemic.
That's what it all
Yeah,
turns
because not
into.
enough dads care.
Because not enough dads care.
We
and
need
it's
more
just-
dads.
Opioids,
Mars needs moms.
because you give people
Dudes
opioids
need
for
dads.
people come in with fucking pain problems or issues, and you give them opioids, and then you keep giving them.
The problem
because
is it's subjective
easy.
too, though, because the guy who comes in can just be like, "Yeah, it hurts." Like you can do that with
Well,
weed too.
yeah,
though.
nowadays you can do that, but like back then, you fucked your back up at work, right? Real fucking bad. You're out of work, but you can get fucking pain pills. So your
Yeah.
back doesn't hurt, but you're still out of work. So you're fucking getting your pain pills, getting your pain pills, getting your pain pills.
Well, they would go to
and then
one
they
place.
pull them. They say, "Wow, now we've got new laws. We can't keep giving you these pain pills, so we gotta start giving you less." Okay, start taking less, and you're like, "Fuck, my back really hurts," even though your back doesn't
It's
hurt.
mostly rebound pain.
Well, yeah, and there's the thing is like people do need that shit. So
And
like
then-
when it gets abused, you get fucked over as a person who actually needs it because they're not allowed to give out as many
Yep,
prescriptions.
you can't
But
give
what they
out
were
as
doing
many
was going to two
prescriptions.
different doctors and then getting this prescription and then getting it filled somewhere else as
Yeah.
well and then selling them.
But it's shitty because I know someone has like his body got in a really nasty accident and left him fucking disabled.
Oh,
essentially.
Kobe.
No, he wasn't
And-
disabled. He was gone.
Permanently
They put him
disabled.
on drugs, obviously for his pain.
Right.
So he'd take it, and then he would obviously he'd get addicted. But to like keep himself from fucking being like obsessive, like really addicted, he'd like cut it down. So like he'd get his doctors would prescribe him. Like I remember at one point he was telling me he was getting 80 milligram fentanyl.
Oh,
Fentanyl, 80 milligrams.
that's way too much.
No, that would kill you.
Yeah, there's a very small amount.
They measure fentanyl, and it might have been 80 mics, but even then,
80
was it
milligram.
like
It's like
it wasn't
patches.
okay, but it was definitely not milligrams because that would kill you. They measure fentanyl in micrograms.
Because there's it's smaller
But it might have
than
been like a 80,
it was like really high fucking
yeah.
fentanyl.
It's smaller than like a dime that would kill you, basically. Like,
And they would give him this, and then he would, obviously, it would kill the pain, and then when he would start feeling like he absolutely needed it, started to feel like he was getting too addicted, he'd start having them cut it, and then he would use less, and then it would like the pain still wasn't as bad, and then once it became unbearable, he'd go back on it again, and then go back up, and then come back down. But that, imagine having to live your life like that.
I wouldn't want. Yeah, that's the problem. Is depending on something that's that fucking intensely strong is sketchy.
do.
But like you have real pain where like it's something that you really need.
Yeah.
Like cancer patients and shit too.
Mm-hmm. Well, they do that with benzos. Like if you get prescribed Xanax, they start you off at the highest dose and then taper you down.
But like these people, some of these people, they were just handing them, oh, you got in a workplace accident, here's some OxyContin.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
whoa, you're
They
now
dish it
you're
out.
addicted to it because we've been giving you so many more than what you need because it's cheap.
Yeah.
And essentially, we're salespeople.
It's basically
We've
Halloween
given you
candy.
too much. Now we're gonna take it away, and you can't get it anymore. You're addicted already.
Mm-hmm.
What's your
Right.
closest high? Heroin.
Heroin is.
And that's what happened when I got hooked on to opiates. I had a really, really bad respiratory infection, and I was damaging my lung tissue. I was 16, and they gave me codeine cough syrup, which is great. But then the infection was gone, but I still had really bad chest pains, and so then they just put me on like regular pain pills, and I was on the cough syrup for like a month, and then I was on the regular pain pills for like 2 or 3 months, and then they're like, all right, you're fine.
It always freaks me out that they give you pain. Like the thing is, like pain. There's a reason humans have pain.
Yeah.
It's to tell you to stop doing something or that something's wrong. So the problem is
You're
we need
just
to be able to
numbing
fix.
the fucking.
Yes, what's telling you
receptor.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need.
then
It's
it
like you
moved
gotta
to,
go.
you know,
Let's fix the
fucking
problem.
Cut it. Just cut it. It's causing you pain. Let's cut that nerve.
Yeah, just pull it right out.
The ultimate pain reliever.
Just pop
Nerve
it out.
damage.
Nothing. You're gonna feel fucking nothing.
The Ryan Shazier method.
All right, it's late.
Yeah. I gotta piss. I gotta try it out.
I have to go fucking change my laundry over.
Yeah.
That's pretty desperate, dude. I gotta eat a taco or something. I'm hungry.
Thanks for coming on, Dom.
Yeah, thanks.
Would you be able to give me a ride to the Sting?
God damn. Yeah.
Just give him a ride to the Sting.
You live out that way, right? Or
No.
Oh, you don't?
I live right across. I live on 8th.
I don't live that way either.
Oh, shit.
I don't live anywhere near that area. Yeah, we'll close it out with the old Rap God King.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you guys haven't seen the interview yet, it's on the YouTube page or on the YouTube channel, but I'm playing it in here anyway. So we'll talk to you guys next week.
Follow me on none of my social media.
Follow me on TikTok. Oh, I made a TikTok for the podcast too, because I found out you can just post the Instagram clips on there. So I'm just like, fuck it. Why wouldn't we do that? That's awesome. And maybe we can make some talks once in a while or whatever, you know?
Yeah, we can pee on each other.
We can pull the audio from some of our favorite TikTokers and then we'll lip sync it. That's actually not a bad idea. We should do that. All right, guys, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks for being here, man.
Not a problem.
All right.
For the
First of all, thanks for being on here. Appreciate it, man.
No worries, no worries.
Where are you from? I know you said you're in New Zealand time.
Yes, I'm born in New Zealand and I live in New Zealand and I've lived in New Zealand all my life.
Yeah. Do you like it up there?
It's not too bad. It's just when we're in summer right now. Well, close to the end of summer.
Right.
So we're just hitting the last few months of it.
What's the rap scene like up there?
It's not as like we've had rappers in the past, Kiwi rappers that have made it big. Like we've had David Dallas, we've had Scribe, but we haven't had any decent rappers for a while until I've come along.
Yeah. I mean, when did you decide to start doing it?
I mean, I started when I was 5, at like 5 years of age, basically, because my brother, and he caught me in the moment, and he said, bro, like, you want to keep going with this, keep going, because you've got the passion for it, you're born for this, you've got the blood for it, you've got the motion for it, and don't let anyone judge you for it, because one day, sooner or later, the world's going to be screwed up in its own right, and he is right, but here I am, just blowing up.
Yeah, that's the big thing, man. I feel like you just got to keep going with it, you know?
I mean, I stopped for a bit because of my abusive stepfather, which that is just not even close to what happened. But he just stopped me from doing it. Like even though I had a choice, but he just stopped me completely. So just last year, I thought, oh well, because I was going through a lot again, and I thought I needed to find a way to release some of my venting and anger.
Right.
And I thought I turned to rapping for a bit, and I just went from there.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, where did you come up with Rap God King though? Where did that name come from? I know there's a song by Eminem called Rap God, and I didn't know if you took, influence from that.
I mean, I basically wanted a name that would be bold and accurate and put myself out there. And I know there's Eminem's Rap God, but I thought, well, there's no rapper named Rap God King. So I thought I'd take that name. My first name was Rap King at first when I first started, but now it's Rap God King because
you just want to take it to another level.
I just want to take it to a new level.
It grabs your attention too. I love it.
It does, and and that name really glows in the flow that I have got. Like, I don't think there's many people out there that have noticed this, but when I first started rapping, my flow used to be just straight on mental health and lyrical. Now I've took that and I've took cloud rap and just put it both together to make one big change. I've involved it. It's new thing, and you can be honest, or you can say you can agree or disagree, but you name one rapper that has done a lyrical rap and then mixed it in with cloud rap.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely doing something different, man. I like it. I got one of your shirts on right now, actually.
Oh yes, I love it. I love when people wear my shirts. Like someone messaged me on my Instagram saying, I saw 3 people in town today wearing your shirt. I'm like, oh my god, yes.
Do you make your own beats, or is it like you have people send them to you, or what is it?
At the moment, like I do use beats off YouTube. Like I know people are saying that you can't really use them because of the copyrights, but there is no copyrights because people put them up there for a reason to use. And if like the beats I'm using, if they're not even a song, actually made into a song with no copyrights, then therefore I can use them. Like when I did Prototype, made that into a freestyle. No one has ever done that, made that into a song. So every beat I find has not being turned into a song. So I just use it as a freestyle. But half of them I'd love to actually turn into an actual song.
Right. I know you can find certain ones that are just not copyrighted, or you can ask the content creator and they'll just give you permission or whatever, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you played any live shows?
I not yet, but I would love to. I really love to get out and do meet and greets and start getting out there.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I think I'm just gonna focus on my next 2 albums, and then I think I might start like doing meet and greets
Yeah.
and live shows, because once I've done the next 2 installments, I'm gonna sit down and just relax for a bit and actually start writing lyrics and stuff like that. And then behind that, I'll just get out every so often and do hit up on Instagram saying, look, I'm doing meet and greets in New Zealand, and this is where I'm gonna be.
I
So
think it'd be a good gauge, though. It'd be a good gauge to see like who likes you, who doesn't, and you know, like where you're at with your fans. You know.
exactly, and also it will like make my eyes open to who's a true fan, who's a fake, who's a true believer, who's a hater, who's gonna judge, who's not gonna judge.
Right. Who's with you? You know.
Yeah, who's with me or not.
Who would you say is your biggest influence as a rapper?
Oh god, I have so many. But my main one would be, because I had the same flow and the same emotion and anger, I'd have to definitely go with rappers like B Mike, NF. He's a big one. Like, he's like, I love his songs because his flow and his emotion is similar to what I throw out in my songs. So it's very similar, but just different style.
It's definitely a vibe. I found you on TikTok actually, and I thought it was interesting because I never saw anybody like rapping on TikTok before. And I don't know what made you decide to use TikTok as a platform.
I started just posting on Instagram, and until one of my fans last year said, "Hey, look, bro, I love your rips and stuff, but here's a tip. Have you heard of that new app TikTok?" I said, "No." I texted him and said, "No, man, I don't even know nothing about it." I said, "What's that?" It's basically like Instagram, but like you just upload, like record your videos and upload them and stuff like that. It's basically the similar. I was like, oh, so I downloaded it and just see what it's like.
Yeah,
and
why not though? Why not? You know, I mean, it's just another platform. You might as well.
And like I was looking on Google, like little Nas that I was looking up, and that's how he became famous. It's like, whoa. So there's a lot of people out there that have jumped on TikTok and instantly, like, few months later, they're making money. They're out there.
Right.
So it's another way of getting yourself. Basically, the way I said is it's another way of getting yourself known, putting yourself out there, and engaging in what people out there would take you as a person and what you're capable of.
Yeah, man. Like even with our podcast, we try to get on as many platforms as we can just to reach as many people as possible. So, I mean, are all your videos on TikTok like freestyle, or do you do anything from your songs or?
Freestyle at the moment, but like I am going to try and edit. Like I'm in the process of like, because I've got my own apartment, I'm gonna try and set up like my own studio, like
yeah,
my own sound booth, like with a mic, headphones, computer, and then try and find a software I can make my own beats, other than
instead of taking them right off of YouTube or whatever, you know.
But I wouldn't suggest, for myself personally, I wouldn't suggest using the one that you have on Matt. What's it called? GarageBand. I will not use GarageBand because I hate using it because they don't have like the beats I would really want to make. Like that.
I've never used GarageBand. I know a lot of people like it though.
Am I allowed to swear on the podcast?
Yeah, you're allowed to say whatever you want, man.
It's fucking shit, bro. It's literally shit. I went to a free studio in Hamilton, we're in New Zealand, and it's free, but the computers that they use is obviously shit Apple
Right.
Macs. And they have GarageBand, and I was like, fuck this.
I think
No, hold
GarageBand's only on Mac.
And say, hey, look, can I, if I bring my own bed in, can I use it? And she goes, yes, if you bring it on USB, you can use it. Sweet. So the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to get in there with a USB and doing it. I went in like last week before my fucking apartment got robbed. And you went onto USB, but the fucking computers, man, they just they gave me a good pin code, and I was like, yep. See, it wouldn't work. I did it 3 times, and it wouldn't in fact let me log in. I'm like, oh, fuck you, screw this. And plus, I had some dude freaking staring at me as soon as I sat down. I'm like, fuck you, the hell are you looking at? It's like, everyone's got a problem, so I'm just like, oh, fuck this, I'll leave.
Right. Your apartment got robbed?
Yeah, man. So that Friday, I was hanging out with some mates, and I won't get to that part, but I was hanging out with my mate's brother, which I went to his place his dad's place on Saturday for a few drinks. I was drunk. I was stoned. I was literally stoned. I was fucking totaled. I came home that Sunday morning because my other mate was freaking raging at me because I was hitting on his partner. Like, dude, hold up, back the fuck up. I hardly talk to your partner. I didn't say shit to your partner, so get fucked. But like, I was like, I woke up that Sunday morning, half fucking wasted, half stoned. I'm like, fuck it, I'm catching the bus home. Walk all the way to the fucking bus, called home, and I walked in my apartment, and my house was robbed. Like, my PS4 was gone, half of my clothes are gone, my freaking $2, my gym shoes that are worth like $200 gone.
That sucks.
Bro, and yet they still haven't found the cunt that stole my PS4. I'm just like, fuck.
Right. What kind of feedback do you get on TikTok? Do you like take a lot of it to heart, or is it all goofy shit, or?
I get it. It's a bit. It's a mixed baggage. I get a lot of bad and good. But for me, I'll take on more of the good than the fucking haters bullshit. Like, okay, yeah, they can say their shit and I'll take it on board, but then I'll use that to my motivational goal and change it to positive. I used to be that person where I'll take it to heart and I'll too much and I'll just fall into depression. But now that I've dropped Prototype, I think for me now is I ignore, and I've started ever since that dropped. I've been ignoring the hate. I'll take it on board, but I'll basically just use it as my motivation, and that's how I'm going. I'm staying strong.
I feel like you can take it either way. You can just use it as fuel if you want to, you know?
Exactly. It's like I don't know if you hear one of my rants where I will go, I have 4 gasoline tanks, I have 4 nuts tanks ready to go, ready to blow. What I say in those two, what I mean by that is, that's the fuel that the haters are giving me. They're giving me the gas. They're giving me the nitrous to keep going, to go full speed on 95 highway. That's basically what I'm talking about in those lyrics. I
mean, you want to prove them wrong, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I want to prove my principle. I want to prove my principal wrong because he expelled me for bullshit reasons. And I said and his last words were saying, "You're not gonna get far without an education." I literally lost because I was a rebel back then. I didn't give a fuck. I smashed his computer over his head, and I smashed his desk over, and I said, "Do not ever say that to me again, because I'm gonna come back strong, and I'm gonna prove you wrong." And look at him now. Look at me now. I fucking damn proved him wrong.
Yeah. Do you have any beef with like other TikTok rappers? Because I know that there's other ones out there.
I don't get okay, it's alright for bigger rappers like Eminem to deal with beef with other rappers, but like for me, I'm trying to be more like that peacemaker where it just keeps the peace, keeps quiet, and just does his own thing. And that's basically what I'm doing. All these rappers can come up with their beef and stuff, but not necessarily I'm going to reply because I can't be bothered, because it's just going to cause more emotion, more freaking bullcrap that I don't need.
Right.
So my advice is I'm just keeping to myself. That way I know I'm not going to get fucking, because it's right for them to beef with me, but as soon as I reply, I know it's going to happen. The hate's going to come along, and it's going to be a lot of it.
Yeah, people are gonna hop right on.
They're going to hop right on, and then, oh, look at this dude. Oh, you suck at rapping. Oh, he's better than you. Oh. And it's like, really? And I'm just going to sit back and laugh, because I'm going to turn around and say, right, okay, well, has he dropped his first EP? No, well, then there you go. There's your answer. I'm verified with Spotify, Apple Music.
I saw
YouTube.
that. I didn't realize you were on Spotify. I just checked that earlier, and I listened to a couple of songs. What's your plan, like, as far as, like, are you going to drop a full length?
I'm working on another 5-song album, and then I'm working on a 11 to 12 album. So the one that I'm working on now is going to only be 5. That's almost completed. I did send the vocals with the beat to the producer, but I have to redo those because it didn't work out too well. So I'm just going to send the vocals. But my full-length album, I've already got 1 song done. I just need to do another 10-song vocals, and then the producer will just put all the beats together, and then that's ready to go.
Right. I mean, do you record a lot of it yourself, or do you just go to someone who helps you out with it, or what?
Most of my freestyles I've recorded by myself.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk to you for a couple minutes and let our fans sort of get a feel for who you are. I don't know. I can't wait to see what you do next. Honestly, I like when someone goes for something, because that's kind of what we're doing. We're just doing it no matter what people think, and
Exactly.
That's the vibe.
The way I said is like, you do what you're doing, you do you, and who gives a fuck what other people think or say.
Someone's gonna like it.
It's not them doing it, it's you.
Right. Yeah, man. So where can people find you to listen? And I know you're on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify.
Apple Music, I'm on also, and I'm also on YouTube as well. So if you search up my name on Spotify, on YouTube, I'll pop up as well. So yeah, I'm
right,
basically everywhere.
Cool. All right. Well, we really appreciate it, man. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, man. Can I request that favor?
Yeah.
Can you send me this podcast so that I can share it onto my Instagram so my fans can take a listen?
Yeah, I'll post this interview as a standalone thing.
Yep.
All right. And I'll
Cool,
send
man.
it to you.
Thank you. Glad to talk with you. I hope to talk with you again.
No problem, man. I'll post all your social media and stuff like that in the info section and stuff like that.
Cool, man. All right. You take care, man, and you have a wonderful good night over there.
You too, brother. Thanks for being here.
No worries.
ClearShotsPodcast.com is where you'll find links to everything we do. You can check us out on Twitter at ClearShotsPod. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out on Periscope for live videos. If you have anything you want to ask us, send us an email at clearshotspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.